Welcome to Sports Live Media on YouTube. It is your guy Sports Live, broadcasting live on location at the 91 short track that is the fastest short dirt track in the South. This track is located at 23,451 Alabama Highway 91 in Hanceville, Alabama. Tonight's event is called Battle of the Clones 3. This is the third race of this kind that they've had since they've had clone racing, and clone is just a class that they will be using. In this go-kart event tonight, the main event tonight will be the Battle of the Clones. In this main battle, which will be the feature race toward the end of the night, drivers will drive on the course 50 laps. After lap 25, they will stop on the track where they are, won't be allowed to leave their cars, and pit crews will come and fuel the cars after lap 25 as a means to be able to finish the race. That is the main event tonight, and that will be later on tonight. Also, there will be other go-kart racing going on tonight, so stay with Sports Live Media. I do have you covered regarding go-kart racing tonight. The order of events tonight will be the clone class qualifying as the first thing. Next will be hobby class. Then there will be rookie A qualifying. Then you'll have clone heat 1, clone heat 2. After that, you will have there will be an intermission, and during the intermission there will be juice box races with the young kids with their little cars, and there'll be foot races. Main thing to know about tonight is someone will be walking away with $500 tonight as the winner of this race. After the intermission will be the features. You'll have more clone qualifying, you'll have hobby, then you'll have rookie A, and then you'll have the main event, the clone race. So, can y'all hear me out there in YouTube land? Anyway, they will be having the drivers meeting here shortly. But before we get to the drivers meeting, let's go over who is going to be driving in these races that we know of. For the clone class, we have Sam Norman, who will have the 10X on his car. Justin Morgan will have 2J on his car. Jason Gillian, number 80. Ron Fields, 118. Isaac Bauer, K4. Kelvin Cheatham, 1. Dexter Wooten, 111. In the hobby class, you have Brooks Walker, number 2. Emily Mullins, number 9. Justin McCarley, 111. Levi Adams, number 77. Dwight McCurry, number 1. In the rookie A, you have Cameron Busby, number 4, and Ryland Busby, number 357. We still have a little bit of practice left, so let's watch the practice. This is practice. This is not the real race right now. Yeah, that might be a good thing for them to do, but in this race they'll be doing a lot of left turns, so I do get what you're saying, Mr. Diver Down, where they should go opposite directions, but that would be an interesting practice, wouldn't it? So there you have it, with a little bit of practice and everything. I just wanted to go over something real quick before we have the next practice person. When a race starts, they will start right over here. They will go one complete lap around this track, what you're seeing right now. Once they go one complete lap around, they'll come back around and they'll have one to go. Come back around this way, go around this track here, and then when they get up to that corner up there, at that point they will go green flag racing. That's where they will actually start the race. Each of these races will have 12 to 15 laps that is scheduled. They may have more or less depending on the division or what's going on. Again, thank you for joining me on Sports Live Media. I'm your guy Bob Amin with Sports Live Media, and I'm here tonight to cover go-kart racing, and I'm live on location at the 91 short track, the fastest short dirt track in the South. This go-kart track is located at 23,451 Alabama Highway 91 in Hanceville, Alabama. Again, we're going to have a good night for go-kart racing. Here is the order of events. Again, for those that may have missed it earlier, they will start off with Clone qualifying. Clone is a class. They'll have Hobby class. Then they'll have Rookie A. They'll have Clone Heat 1, Clone Heat 2. Then there will be an intermission. And during the intermission, there'll be juice box races, foot races, and somebody will walk out of here in a 50-50 draw with money. The main event tonight is the Battle of the Clones 3, and in that race will be 50 laps, and after lap 25, they will stop the cars where they are on the track. Drivers cannot get out of the cars. The pit crews can come back onto the track and refuel the cars. After that, they'll resume the last 25 laps of that race. Let's see. After the intermission will be more Clone qualifying. You have Hobby, then Rookie A, then the main event will be the Clone race, which will be the main event tonight. If you're just joining me, here are the names of the drivers that will be involved in this tonight. You have Sam Norman, who will be driving the car 10X, Justin Morgan with 2J, Jason Gillian, number 80, Isaac Bauer, K4, Kelvin Cheatham, number 1, Dexter Wooten, 111. In the Hobby class, you have Brooks Walker, number 2, Emily Mullins, number 9, Justin McCarley, number 111, Levi Adams, number 77, Dwight McCurry, number 1. In the Rookie A, we know of Cameron Busby, number 4, and Ryan Busby, number 357. So we are just waiting for things to get started, and they're getting the track ready right now by spraying it down a little bit to get the track ready to race tonight. So I started this a little bit early today, but we will have some good go-kart racing. In the meantime, we're just going to sit back and we're going to kind of watch what's going on over here from away from the track for just a few minutes. So you can see that they're spraying down the track trying to get everything ready to race tonight. Oh, yeah, things will be going as they are tonight. So thank you again for joining me on Sports Live Media tonight for this live broadcast of the go-kart racing tonight. I do greatly appreciate it. Just to get some things out of the way, please hit the like button. Please comment. Please share. Hello to Nisha Magnum. I'm glad you're here today. Thank you for joining me. Just to get this out of the way, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button, and please notify others of this go-kart racing tonight. That way we can get a lot of people to watch this tonight. If you wish to subscribe to the YouTube channel this is being broadcast on, there are 2 ways to do that. One, you go to www.youtube.com, the slash symbol, the at symbol, SPORTSLOV. The other way is you go to the YouTube search tab and type in Bob Amin. That is BOBAMIN. You'll know it's me because I have Sports Live Media burned into a basketball as my avatar. I'm also on Twitter X. My handle there is at BobAmin16. That is the at symbol, BOBAMIN 16. Again, thank you for joining me here on Sports Live Media. They will be getting started with the drivers meeting here shortly. So we'll see, once we get to that point, we'll go and see if we can't cover that when it's going on. Hello, Nisha, I'm glad you're here. And Diver Down, thank you for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. So, in this race, green flag, I need to go over the flags and what they mean. Green flag in these go-kart races means go full speed, no issues, full racing. Yellow flag is a caution flag, and it will represent basically a minor crash, a minor spin out, or minor debris on the track. Red flag generally means several things. One, it means serious crash, serious debris on the track. It can mean, be fuel that's spilled onto the track. Some of the yellow flags that you'll see tonight will go to red flag to where they're stopping, and it's not that it's because of an actual red flag, it's because they're trying to figure out positioning, to where they can reposition everyone to resume racing. So you'll see a red flag come out for that, and I'll explain that when it happens. The other flags that you do not want to, there's one flag you do not want to see, and that's black flag. Black flag basically means that you did something serious that would hurt the sportsmanship of the game or of the racing competition. It can be, it can happen from a number of different reasons. But if you get black flag, you have to basically leave the track, leave the property immediately, and then generally, depending on what's happened and stuff, you're suspended from participating in any races here for a minimum of 2 weeks. And depending on what happens, the punishment for that could be more severe. During a race, when a go-kart race, when it's on the last lap of the race, you will have what is called white flag. That generally just means that there's one lap to go, and then when you see the winner, you see a checkered flag, and that's the one who has actually won the race, and we have determined a winner of the race. So, yeah, that explains a little bit of that. What else is there? Basically, each of these races will have several drivers in them and stuff. In the qualifying, I guess I need to explain qualifying. When they do qualifying, they will have one driver on the track at a time, and with that, they will drive around the track 2 laps, and it will be timed. The fastest of the 2 laps is their qualifying time, and they'll use that as a means to determine qualifying order for the clone class race, which will be later this evening for the main event. The other qualifiers they use for the other classes will be they draw out of a bucket, and they'll do that as a means to determine your qualifying order for the other classes that will be competing tonight. And during the drivers' meeting is usually when they'll go over rules, they'll go over new things and things that the drivers need to know regarding the said races and everything. Again, each race, depending on how it may go, is 12 to 15 laps normally. The exception being the clone class race, which will be the main event. That will be 50 laps, and that's a specialty event, and that's the last event that will be going on tonight. Again, thank you for joining me on Sports Live Media. I do have you covered regarding go-kart racing. We got a good evening of go-kart racing tonight. So again, for those just joining me, the order of events tonight will be the first clone qualifying, then you'll have hobby class, rookie A, then there'll be clone heat 1, clone heat 2, and after that there'll be an intermission. During the intermission, they will have juice box racing and foot races. After the intermission, it'll go to the feature races, and then you'll have more clone qualifying. Then you'll have the hobby feature, rookie A feature, and then the final event of the evening will be the Battle of the Clones 3, the main race tonight. So there you have it regarding all of that and what's going on. The one that was just waving is the wife of the director and the owner of this racetrack. So she's basically letting me know that everything's a go. Again, for drivers tonight, we have Sam Norman, who will have 10X on the go-kart. Justin Morgan, number 2J. Jason Gillian, number 80. Ron Fields, number 118. Isaac Bauer, number K4. Kelvin Cheatham, number 1. Dexter Wooten, number 111. In the hobby class, you have Brooks Walker, number 2. Emily Mullins, number 9. Justin McCarley, number 111. Levi Adams, number 77. Dwight McCurry, number 1. In the rookie A class, you have Cameron Busby with number 4 and Rylan Busby at number 357. There may be other drivers, and if I'm able, I will identify their cart number. There's also a possibility they may add other classifications and other races depending on time and depending on number of entries. That is just what I have for the entries so far. Right now, since they just sprayed the go-kart track, right now, as you're seeing, they're driving around in golf carts trying to get the track ready for them to race again tonight. So they're still getting things prepped and getting things ready for that. But once they get done with this, they'll have the drivers meeting. And yes, I did kind of start this live stream a little early, and we'll just deal with that. So anyway, thank you again for tuning in to Sports Live Media. I do have you covered regarding go-kart racing tonight. Right now, since there's not much going on the track, I'm just kind of sitting away from the track and just kind of watching what's going on. So that's why there's not much going on right now, except they're just trying to get the track ready right now. So, we'll be getting some go-kart action here shortly. I will go ahead and mention that there will be other go-kart races that will be coming up in the coming weeks, and some of them we will most likely be broadcasting for. I don't know which one specifically I'll be doing live broadcast for, but for each go-kart race that's going on at this 91 short track, I will post on my dashboard on my YouTube channel when I will be when the go-kart races will be that I will be covering. There will be other live streams that go on regarding different subject matters, and when that does occur, I'll gladly announce that at the time. But right now, there's not much really going on, except they're just trying to get the track ready for them to race. So, yeah. And I know there's not much going on at the moment, but there will be go-kart racing here shortly, so stay with Sports Live Media. I do have you covered regarding go-kart racing. If you hear what sounds like a can opening, it is I'm opening a can of Coca-Cola, so that way I can make sure I am hydrated, because it is kind of warm today. So that's what you heard just now. So so good. Anyway, we will have go-kart racing here shortly at the 91 short track. So stay with Sports Live Media. I do have you covered tonight. Might as well watch the go-karts go around, or golf carts go around. When the drivers' meeting starts, I will see if I can't get close enough to get to the action of what's going on with that, so we can get that and have that broadcasting as we are with everything else. So again, stay with Sports Live Media. I do have you covered regarding go-kart racing tonight. Actually, it's not bad tonight. Right now, we've had some rain that was nearby, and it did kind of sprinkle a little bit earlier, but not enough to cause a damper in the racing event tonight. And for the fact that it's middle of July, You know, it was kind of hot earlier, but we got some light cloud cover right now, and it's kind of keeping the temperatures down to where it's not terribly hot. So yeah, it'll be a perfect night for go-kart racing. But just hope that the main rain stays away. They say it's going to, but we shall see on that. So all right, let's watch the golf carts. This process that they're doing is they're just trying to get the grooves and get the track smoothed out for the go-kart racing, since they did spray it down with water to give better traction on the track. When we get started with racing here in a few minutes, we'll have a little closer view and closer look at how the track is. So yeah, right over there that you see is going to be the lighting that they use to determine whether it's green flag, yellow flag, or red flag. You'll see that in various times depending on how it's going when I'm broadcasting. Over across the way from me and stuff, that's your flag stand. That's where they will wave the flags, determining what you know, whether it's a green flag, a yellow flag, or the red flag, or any other flag for that matter. So across the way over there, they've added a new thing to where at the end of the main races and stuff, they drive through on that area right there, and then they'll get their photo made in front of the board right there for victory lane. They've done that as a new thing. These tires mark the boundary to where the track actually is. So yeah, we have that. And it looks like we've got some fans and spectators here ready to watch some good racing today. Some of these are actual spectators. Most of these are most likely family members of those that are racing tonight. So over in the area that you're seeing in the background, over in the background, you see the people working on their cars over there. I'm actually better behind the camera and everything. So thank you, Maxine, for the suggestion. Maybe the next race I do, I might do that. I feel it's better for me just to cover what's going on and everything like that. So thank you for the suggestion. I do appreciate it. And thank you for joining me, Maxine. I do appreciate it very much. Oh, and here's a furry little friend over here. Howdy, how are you? Hello there. Hello, furry little friend. Bye, furry little friend. So, anyway, I'm going to get up and move closer to the track now that things are about to get started. So, yeah, there we go. Let's watch the golf carts. This is the highlight of all go-kart preparation. Yeah, they're still driving around in the go-karts. Backpack off. And it looks like they're getting the track ready for the actual racing itself. The guy that you see walking with the spray cans, he is the director and owner of the track. Justin Morgan is his name. Show Justin your appreciation tonight by thanking him for having this go-kart racing at his go-kart track up the 91 short track. Alright, let's get more of the golf carts. They're not even trying to race each other. They're just driving on the course. That yellow line that you see is the area to where when you need to leave the track, you can do so. And over on the other side over there, there's a ramp that you can go down and kind of come down over there and back away from the actual track itself. So, more of the golf cart stuff. And one's leaving the track already, so. Yeah, right now they're just using golf carts to get things ready on the track for everything. So, trying to get everything ready for everything that goes on. So, there's a lot of prep work that goes into getting this track ready, as you can see. There's going down Victory Lane. Follow the golf cart. Yeah, now they're both doing the victory lap thing. I think they're going to do one more lap around, maybe. Not really much going on at the moment. They're just trying to get things ready for the go-kart racing tonight. And it looks like they're done with going around the track on that. So, yeah. Now it's going the other way. I guess one way to get the track ready. Instead of making all left turns, they're doing all right turns now. I think he's going to make another pass. We shall see. Now they're all driving the wrong way. Seems like some of the golf cart people do not know how to drive. Or maybe they do, or maybe they did it on purpose. I don't know. For those that's just joining me, thank you for joining me on Sports Live Media. We will have go-kart racing tonight from the fastest short dirt track in the South at the 91 short track just off of Alabama Highway 91 in Hanceville, Alabama. And I am broadcasting live on location for the event tonight. We're just waiting on them to get the final preparations made, and then they'll have the drivers meeting, and then we will get started with go-kart racing. So stick with Sports Live Media. I've got you covered regarding go-kart racing today. Let's follow this golf cart, see how they do. It seems like the track's coming along nicely. So while they're still finishing up on the track and everything, let's just follow them around a little bit longer. They're just doing the final preparations to get everything ready for the racing of the track tonight. So again, let me explain some things. And you'll see golf carts kind of going and going. But right there where that white line is, that's where they will start each and every race. They will come around the track, go around one full time. At this point, when they get back here, they'll have one to go. And then after that, they come back around on the track and everything that's going on. When they come back through where that second white line is and everything, at that point they will go green flag, and that's where they will start the full speed racing from. Each race will have 12 to 15 laps normally, with the exception being the Battle of the Clones race, the main feature race, which will have 50 laps. In that 50 laps, they will go 25 around the track, and then at that point they will have a red flag stop where drivers cannot leave their cars, their race cars, their go-karts, and they'll have their pit crews come out on the track and be able to refuel them. Once they get refueled, then they will finish the last 25 laps of the last race tonight. So, stay again with Sports Live Media. I do have you covered regarding go-kart racing tonight. For those just joining me, we have the order of events tonight. which will be Clone Qualifying, Hobby, Rookie A Class, Clone Heat 1, Clone Heat 2. There will be an intermission, and during the intermission will be juice box racing, foot races. After the intermission, they will start the feature races with Clone Qualifying, Hobby, Rookie A, and then the main event being the Clone race tonight. So that's your order of events tonight. Again, naming the drivers that we have for this. We have Sam Norman, that's 10X, Justin Morgan, 2J, Jason Gillian, number 80, Ron Fields, 118, Isaac Bauer, K4, Kelvin Cheatham, number 1, Dexter Wooten, 111. In the hobby class, you have Brooks Walker, number 2, Emily Mullins, number 9, Justin McCarley, number 111, Levi Adams, number 77, Dwight McCurry, number 1. In the Rookie A class, you have Cameron Busby at number 4 and Rylan Busby at number 357. They just called for the driver's meeting, so I'm going to try to walk over there and get the driver's meeting. So bear with me as we're moving. You can also see the spectators that's here. We're really going to have a good show tonight. So I'm walking over toward where the driver's meeting will be, so that way we can cover that live on YouTube. All right, heading over to the driver's meeting. Heading over to the driver's meeting. All right, let's see if I can't get to the driver's meeting. Here's a couple of cars that'll be racing tonight. So there's more cars. There's the golf cart that was riding around earlier. All right, so we're going to catch the driver's meeting a little bit late, but we're getting there. All right, so we're at the driver's meeting.
Dexter, he's 5-1. 5-1. Ah, 5.
I dropped that on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
We need 3 people at a time and stop watching and just average those 3 times. That's how we get qualified.
All of ours are okay for box.
Bobby, look. Take it first.
Done. Think we're not straight.
Second. Look at there. Emily. Still in there.
Dexter,
Third.
how old are you?
Carly. Oh, still in there.
He thought he was 16.
Levi. Oh, still in there, Levi. Where you at? Oh.
My sister's the 11.
Yeah. Battle of the brothers. Outside, so you're on the inside.
Or no, he
Be
gets
looking. I'll be looking. Second, outside.
That's exactly what's going to happen. I need to go find some active
All right, look, guys, listen up. So, we'll do the qualifying first. The order that we drew, come up, they'll signal you on the track. Come around and go green, white, checkered, okay?
Yes, please wait till we're signal use to make sure we're done.
So you get 2 laps. 3 people timing you 2 laps. So we've done a lot better last week. Drivers have got a lot better with the cautions and stuff like that. Only thing is from the blue flag we need to go over quick start when we back running the off. And we got our exit lane, we got our new entry lane here. So look, how we're gonna do this is after your feature, you win. You stay on the track, you come and get the flag, you go around while you going around on your victory lap, and bring the family up here waiting on you, okay? Pull in there, you stay in your cart with your flag. Okay? Once you take the picture, Miss Monica will come around and take the picture. And then you give her the flag back, she gives you your money, you're done for the night. If you want to go, you can. Okay, I'm not gonna make y'all stay till the end of the night to get your money anymore. So you come around, get your picture, money, you're good to go. I appreciate y'all coming. It's a light night tonight, so we're gonna be more laid back. If you need time or anything, if you need anything, something tore up, you need a few minutes, holler at me, okay? We got plenty of time tonight. We'll get them in, go home, okay? Everybody have fun, respect each other, respect the track, guys. Phones up first, okay? Qualifying.
All right, let's get over to where our staging area will be for the qualifying. We just got through with the drivers' meeting, and so now they're about to start qualifying. They drew out of a bucket the qualifying order. So I am now on my way to my position now to where I can get the qualifying. Bear with me as I'm walking toward my area that I was at. Again, thank you for joining me on Sports Love Media tonight. I'm Bob. I'm in with Sports Love Media. I do greatly appreciate you. We have a full evening of go-kart racing tonight. So we shall have that here very shortly. Got a good crowd here tonight for spectators and watching. So, let me get to my area. Bear with me just a second as I'm shifting for a second. Alrighty. Anyway, we're about to get started with qualifying for the clone. Some of the little ones are walking the track now to kind of get an idea of how the track will be when they do the foot races during intermission. So, from what I gathered from the drivers' meeting, when it comes to qualifying, you're going to have 3 people that will be keeping time, and those 3 people will look at the average between the 3 timers, and that'll be the qualifying spot for the main clone event later this evening. But they will start with qualifying first. So we're about to get started with the evening tonight, so stay with Sports Law Media. I do have you covered regarding go-kart racing tonight, and I am broadcasting live on location at the 91 short track, the fastest short dirt track in the South, and I am broadcasting live in that location just off of Alabama Highway 91 in Hanceville, Alabama. During the drivers' meeting, you may have also noticed that when they were drawing numbers and stuff. It's for the different races and whatnot. Pole is what they call the person who will be the lead, who will start the race at the #1 spot in the lead. So that's what they call by pole. If there's only 2 drivers racing an event, one will be inside, one will be outside. They did that too, so kind of explains that. Anyway, we will get started with go-kart racing here shortly here on Sports Live Media. Thank you again for tuning in tonight. It is greatly appreciated. So, again, for those just joining, the running order tonight will be the Clone qualifying, the Hobby class, Rookie A class, Clone Heat 1, Clone Heat 2. There will be an intermission period, and during that intermission period, there will be foot races and the juice box race. We will have the features after the intermission, which will be more clone qualifying, Hobby class, Rookie A, and the Battle of the Clones 3 race. In that main race tonight, there will be 50 laps. After lap 25, they will take a break on the track. We'll go red flag. During that time, all drivers will stop their cars on the track and will be refueled in the position that they are. The drivers will not be able to leave their cars. The pit crews will come on the track and will refuel the cars for the event tonight. After they get refueled, then the racing will resume, and that's how the main event will take place tonight. So altogether, with the way things are going tonight, you'll have 12 main races, and then you may have additional ones depending on placement and heats and with the juice box. So 12 to 13 different races will go on tonight. But qualifying is a big thing for this event tonight, so we shall see how that goes tonight, and hopefully everything goes well, and hopefully that the drivers won't have any issues and everything. Real quick, just letting you know that in racing you'll have green flag, which is full speed racing. Yellow flag means minor debris, minor crash, or minor spin out. Red flag is when you have serious crash, serious debris on the road or on the track, fuel on the track. Now there will be during yellow flag stops, it will temporarily go to red flag at times, and it's not because of a red flag issue, it's just they're using that as a means to be able to figure out positioning. So if I say red flag due to positioning, you'll know what I'm talking about, because sometimes when they're trying to figure out who's in what position and stuff, they have to do that because it's not an automated system thing like that. So in the race, when the lead driver is on the last lap, you will see a white flag. The white flag signals to everyone that it's on the last lap. Then you'll have the checkered flag, which is the one who wins the race. One flag you do not want to see is black flag, and that means that you did something very serious that is detrimental to the sport. You'll be asked to leave the racetrack, leave the property, and depending on the severity of the circumstance, will be disqualified from racing at this track for 2 weeks minimum. So I think they're now calling for qualifying to start, so let's get in position and get ready to start. All right. That middle area that you see is the area which the cars will come up from. The grassy area over there is what they call the grid, and that's the staging area to where they will have each and every one of the cars. So they are about to start qualifying. Anyway, here's the track right here. They'll start when they start a normal in qualifying, since that's what they're about to do. They will start here, and they will go two full laps around the track. And once they get their 2 laps, they will take the fastest of the times, and that's what they will determine for the qualifying order for the go-kart racing. So we shall see what's going on with the go-kart racing tonight. We are about to start qualifying for the clone, the Battle of the Clones race. Again, the drivers will drive 2 full laps around the track, and they will take they'll have 3 people keeping time, and it'll be the average of those 3 times that will be used as a determining factor for the qualifying position for the main event, which will be later this evening. So we shall have go-karting here shortly. So stay with Sports Live Media. I do have you covered regarding go-kart racing tonight here on Sports Live Media. I'm Bob Amin, and I'm glad to be your host for the evening. Can y'all hear me out there in YouTube land? Okay, cool. All right. We're about to start qualifying. Things are going to be a little bit laid back tonight. There's not as many drivers as there has been in other events tonight, so there may be gaps, but that's just due to the fact that it's a little bit more laid back due to not as many drivers as there has been in other weeks. So we'll do the best we can with that. So thank you again for tuning in to Sports Live Media. I do hope that y'all have a wonderful evening tonight and enjoy the racing. If you will, please hit the like button and please hit the share button. Share this with everyone so people can see that we're actually broadcasting go-kart racing in the heart of North Alabama, in Hanceville, Alabama, at the 91 short track, the fastest short dirt track in the South. Go-kart racing will be starting soon with qualifying for the Battle of the Clones 3 main event tonight. So we will be starting with qualifying here shortly. In terms of qualifying for the clone event tonight, we have Sam Norman at number 10X, Justin Morgan number 2J, Jason Gillian number 80, Ron Fields number 118, Isaac Bauer number K4, Kelvin Cheatham number 1, Dexter Wooten at number 111. Those are the ones that we know of. There may be other drivers. And in that situation, when the when the race is going on, I'll just mention who the car is and who the driver is if I'm able to see it. So we shall be starting with qualifying here very shortly. Yeah, they're getting things set up right now for qualifying. We are about to have the first qualifier. All right, we are about to start qualifying. Timers are getting it ready in position. All right, here we come with the first qualifier. we go. In the qualifying realm on that one, that was either Kelvin Cheatham or Dexter Wooten. One of the two. We have number 118 in qualifying right now. That was number 118 in the qualifying. And number 118 is Ron Fields. That was who just finished in the qualifying realm there. So we're about to have the next qualifier. This is driver K4, Isaac Bauer, in his qualifying. That was Isaac Bauer, K4, as his driver number in qualifying. We will have another qualifier here shortly. Qualifying will resume here shortly here on Sports Live Media for the Battle of the Clones 3 main event, which will take place later tonight. We are watching qualifying for that main event. Number 5 is qualifying in this one. I do not have a name. I do not have a name, but this is number 5. number 5. Again, I do not have a name for that person in qualifying. Number 1, Kelvin Cheatham in qualifying. That was number 1, Kelvin Cheatham in qualifying. Qualifying continues here momentarily. More qualifying. Number 111, Dexter Wooten. That was Dexter Wooten, 111 for qualifying. We have the next qualifier fixing to come out now. This qualifying will determine the main order in the Battle of the Clones feature race, which will be later on this evening. This is just determining who's going to be in what position. We have another one coming into qualifying now. Number 80, Jason Gillian. That was number 80, Jason Gillian in qualifying. Here we go for the next qualifier. Justin Morgan. And it looks like we have a problem with qualifying. Looks like somebody lost a chain. Well, that was Justin Morgan in qualifying. Apparently, Justin Morgan had some problems with his go-kart during qualifying. Well, it looks like we're done with qualifying for now. So it looks like we are done with qualifying for the clone. Next on the list of things that will be going on today is hobby. That's the next order of events today. It will be the hobby class. Thank you for tuning in to Sports Live Media. I do greatly appreciate you. I'm Bob Amin with Sports Live Media, and I'm here broadcasting live on location from the 91 short track, the fastest short dirt track in the South. Again, things are going to be kind of laid back tonight because there's not as many drivers tonight as there has been in recent weeks, so it will be kind of a little bit more relaxed tonight. So if there are gaps, that will be why there's a little bit of gaps in action. So we will just kind of sit here and wait and see what happens from here. I'm going to, yep. All right, so the order of events, we've just concluded the clone qualifying. So for the rest of the evening, we've got the hobby class, then rookie A class, clone heat 1, clone heat 2. There'll be an intermission period, and during that intermission, there will be a juice box race and foot races. After the intermission, they will have, with the features, they'll have clone qualifying again, hobby class, rookie A class, and then the Battle of the Clones 3 with the 50 laps that I was telling you about from earlier. So stay with Sports Live Media. I do have you covered tonight regarding go-kart racing from the 91 short track, the fastest short dirt track in the South, from just off of Alabama Highway 91 in Hanceville, Alabama. And I know I'm kind of just sitting here kind of waiting, but yeah, I'm just kind of waiting on things to get started again. Yeah, these tires mark the boundary of the edge of the track, so yeah, there you go. I'll just kind of go around a little bit. Looks like they're getting the cars ready for the hobby class. So, yeah. Again, thank you for joining me on Sports Live Media tonight. I do greatly appreciate it. We are covering go-kart racing live on location at the 91 short track just off of Alabama Highway 91 in Hanceville, Alabama. So stay with Sports Live Media. I do have you covered regarding go-kart racing tonight. While we're waiting, I'll just kind of go over a couple things. Where you see that white line, that's where they will start each and every race. They will go around the track one time. And when they get around, they'll have one to go at that point, right over there. They'll come back around with the one to go back around, then come over here. And when they get to that area there, they'll go full green flag at that point. That's how each race is. With the exception of the Battle of the Clones race later this evening, all the other races are generally 12 to 15 laps, unless otherwise specified. So, yeah. Stay with Sports Live Media. I do have you covered regarding go-kart racing. Again, things will be a little bit relaxed today. There's not as many drivers today, so just bear with us on that. Also, in the races and stuff, green flag means full racing, full speed racing. Yellow flag means that there was a minor spin out, minor crash, or minor debris on the track. Red flag is when there is serious debris, serious crash, or there might be fuel on the track. During some yellow flag situations, because of placement, they'll temporarily go under red flag where they can use it as a means of repositioning. So it's basically yellow flag with red flag stoppage so they can do for positioning. At the very end of the race, whoever the lead driver is on the last lap, you'll see a white flag that signals one lap to go. Then once you get to the end of the race, the winner will have a checkered flag. Also, the other flag you do not want to see is a black flag. If that comes out, it means something serious has occurred that's detrimental to the sport of the racing. That'll get you disqualified from the track. You will have to leave the premises immediately, be suspended for a minimum of 2 weeks, and depending on the circumstances, it could be longer than that. So you do not want to see that. Over there across the way is the flag stand. That's where all the race officials are. At the end of the feature races, what they're going to do is they'll grab the flag and they're going to they'll drive around with the flag, and they'll come in through Victory Lane and then go back around, with the flag and whatnot. So anyway, just some minor things that's going on. Again, stay with Sports Live Media. I do have you covered with go-kart racing. We have finished qualifying for the time being for the Clone event, which will be later this evening. As you can see, they've got the staging area just over the hill over there. That's what they call the grid area, and that's where they're staging everybody. So, yeah, they're about to signal for the next race to start. It looks like they're about to start racing here shortly. They're doing the last minute preps to get their cars ready. And they're just getting some last minute stuff ready for the next level of competition tonight for the go-kart racing. Thank you for staying with me while we're waiting on things to get started. I do greatly appreciate it. If you wish to subscribe to the channel, the best way to do that is to go to www.youtube.com, the slash symbol, the at symbol, SPORTSLOV, or you can go to the YouTube search tab and type in Bob Amin, and you'll know it's me, since I'll have Sports Live Media burned into a basketball. I'm also on Twitter X. My handle is at BobAmin16. That's the at symbol, BOBAMIN 16. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Let people know that we do have go-kart racing going on tonight. It is greatly appreciated, and I do appreciate each and every one of you for tuning into this broadcast tonight. And I am broadcasting live on location at the 91 short track, the fastest short dirt track in the South, and I'm located just off of Alabama Highway 91 in Hanceville, Alabama. But it does look like they're getting cars ready for whatever division's going on. Looks like we got a good crowd of spectators here tonight. Without the spectators, this wouldn't be possible. So we got spectators over there. We got the guy working the caution flag over there. We are about to start racing again. Alrighty. We're just waiting on last minute finishes so they can get things going for this next race tonight. Yeah, over in this area over here and kind of down the hill, it's kind of where they're working on their cars to get things ready for the for each and every race. It looks like go-kart racing will be resuming here shortly. Okay, looks like in this hobby race, we have number 77, Levi Adams, number 9, Emily Mullins, this is the hobby race. Yeah, we're about to get started with racing. In the hobby race, we're supposed to have number 2, Brooks Walker, number 9, Emily Mullins, number 111, Justin McCarley, number 77, Levi Adams, and number 1, Dwight McCurry. That's who we're supposed to have. That does not mean we will have everybody, but that's who we're supposed to have. Right now, it looks like we've got 4 drivers on the course for this race. All right, here we go. Starting with the racing. We have 4 drivers in this race. 1 lap around, and then they go full green flag and short flag. Green flag, here we go. You have a spin out, yellow flag. Spin it out for yellow flag. Spin out with a yellow flag. Minor spin out, yellow flag. Green flag, here we go. Oh, crash. Yellow flag for a crash. And you can see how bad the crash is. It's yellow flag for a crash. Yellow flag for a minor crash. Yellow flag for a minor crash. We still have 4 drivers in this one. Green flag. Yellow flag for a spin out. Yellow flag for a spin out. Minor spin out. Yellow flag. We have yellow flag, and it looks like 1 driver has left the course. We are at green flag. Green flag. And there you have it. That's the hobby race. All three of the drivers have left the course. In this race, we started with 4 drivers. We had a couple of yellow flags for spin out, one that was for a minor crash, and of the 4 drivers that we had in this race, 1 left the race early, and we finished the race with 3 races. Well, I'm glad to see you in here, Colin. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for coming into this video, or this live stream today. I do appreciate it. So, the next race we have will be the, will be the Rookie A class. The Rookie A class will be the next one to have their race coming up here shortly. So, stay with Sports Live Media. I do have you covered for more go-kart racing tonight. It looks like in the Rookie A, it looks like there may be only 2 drivers in this one. There may be more than that, but we should have number 4, Cameron Busby, and number 357, Rylan Busby in that one. So, yeah. Rookie A may get to race twice with just the few that they have, so we shall see here shortly. We shall see what goes on. Thank you for tuning in to Sports Live Media tonight on Sports Live Media. I do greatly appreciate it. I'm Bob Amin with Sports Live Media, covering go-kart racing live on location at the 91 short track just off of Alabama Highway 91 in Hanceville, Alabama. So thank you for tuning in tonight. It is greatly appreciated. More racing will follow. We still have the main event tonight, which will be the Battle of the Clones number 3, and that will be 50 laps around the track. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, let's just kind of pan over here. Nothing much going on at the moment. Oh man. Anyway, Colin, what were you laughing at? The style of racing, or what was you laughing at? I'm just curious. It's also possible that they may change the scheduling on this and stuff. There may not be as much listed as the original order. So we shall see if that's indeed the case. Because I think some of the classes do not have very many drivers in it. So we shall see. During intermission, it says there will be juice box racing and foot races. And that will be coming up here in just a bit. So, yeah. It looks like we are about to get started for the next class, which is the Rookie A class. Yeah, it looks like they're calling for it now, so over there, you see them working on the cars. That's their staging area where they will be working on their cars. You got some down the hill over there. So it looks like the next class will be the Rookie A class. Yeah, looks like we got the rookie A. It looks like the two drivers are coming up now for their race. Looks like we have number 357, Ryland Busby, versus number 4, Cameron Busby. And this is a race. All right, here we go with the rookie A. Looks like the battle of the brothers here. This is the one to go. One to go, and then they'll go full green flag at this point. At that point. Green flag. Here we go. Green flag. There's your leader right there. And there's your second place one. White flag, we're at the last lap. Let's get the winner. Last lap. And we have a winner with a checkered flag. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And that was the Rookie A class. Next we have Clone Heat 1. Clone Heat 1 will be the next thing that's going on. So in that race, it was all green flag the entire race. There was no yellow flags for any reason whatsoever. So that was a very simple race. We shall resume with coverage of go-kart racing here shortly. Next on the order of things is Clone Heat 1. Clone Heat 1. Got the Clone Heat 1 coming up. Clone Class Heat 1 is next on the order of things tonight. More go-kart racing will be resuming shortly. We are waiting for them to get set up for the Heat 1 for the Clone class. That will be coming up very shortly here on Sports Live Media. I am broadcasting live again on location from the 91 short track, the fastest short dirt track in the South, and I am located just off of Alabama Highway 91 in Hanceville, Alabama. So thank you very much for those of you who are tuned in tonight to watch go-kart racing. It is kind of a relaxed evening tonight, so, just bear with me and bear with everyone that's going on, but we will get the go-kart racing in. So again, thank you for tuning in tonight. It is greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. More go-kart racing is upcoming. We will have it looks like we will have 2 heats for the Clone class, and then after that will be intermission. And during intermission, they're supposed to have juice box races and foot races. But we shall see what happens with that. So stay tuned for more go-kart racing. We still have the main event, the Battle of the Clones, number 3, the 50-lap race, which will be the main event tonight, and that is coming a little bit later on this evening. So in the meantime, stay with Sports Live Media on YouTube, and I got you covered tonight when it comes to go-kart racing. Thank you very much for tuning in. It is appreciated. So for those that's just joining us, we started off the evening with Clone qualifying. Each Clone class driver had a qualifying thing to where they would go 2 full laps around, and they took the fastest time as a means for qualifying. After that, we had the hobby class. We just finished the rookie A class, and we are waiting on them to get Clone Heat 1 and Clone Heat 2. That's what's going on. And then after the intermission, will be more Clone qualifying. Will be the hobby feature, the rookie A feature, and then the main event tonight. So stay with Sports Live Media. I do have you covered. And it looks like they're bringing the drivers to the track, and I'll try to see if I can identify them. Number 90, number 3, number number 5. Okay, I don't have all the names of the people in this one, so. And it looks like we got 4 drivers in this race, or in this heat. Green flag. We have 4 drivers in this heat. It looks like one has left the track. We are down 3 drivers in this heat. We started with 4. No yellow flags, but we earned a green flag. Question, I do not believe they're having a Predator division tonight. So, I do not believe they will be having a Predator division tonight. It's just all about the clones. Checkered flag, we have a winner. Checkered flag, we have a winner of this heat. Thank you, I appreciate you mentioning that it's cool like that. No, there will not be any Predator races tonight. It will be just, it's mainly the Battle of the Clones. That's the main thing that's going on tonight. What you just witnessed was the first heat of the clone class. There were 4 drivers in that heat. 1 driver left the course. All of the racing was under green flag conditions. There was no yellow flag. Now we are about to start the second heat for the clone races in the clone classification. And it looks like number 11 is the first one on the track. Either number 11 or number 1. And I believe that's Kelvin Cheatham. So, yeah, you could do that. Yeah, hey, I understand about the fact on the 212 thing. So, there will be other races that they do have that will have the limited Predator class. They're just not focused on that tonight. This is the Battle of the Clones, number 3, and when they have the main race later on tonight, they will have 50 laps that they will go on the track. After lap 25, they'll go to red flag conditions, where they will stop and refuel. They will not be allowed to leave their cars, but the pit crews will come on the track and refuel. Then they'll finish the last part of the race, and that's how they're doing the Battle of the Clones tonight. No problem. I'm glad you found this channel too. I try to cover these go-kart races as often as I possibly can when they have them. I'm not able to cover every race, but I try to cover as many of them as I can. We are now in the Clone Heat number 2, and it looks like there are 4 drivers in this heat. There are 4 drivers in this heat. 1 lap around, and then they'll go full green flag. And they're at green flag. Looks like we have 1 driver who just left the course under green flag conditions. Now we have 3 drivers now competing. We have 3 drivers now competing, and we have a spin out with a yellow flag. Spin out with a crash that's going to lead to a yellow flag. Spin out with a crash, the yellow flag. And now we are at red flag while they're trying to figure out positioning. I mentioned that we might go to red flag for positioning purposes during a yellow flag situation, but we are at red flag at the moment. There's the driver that's out at the moment. We don't know what's going on, but the driver seems to be fine. But we are under yellow flag, or red flag at the moment. We are under red flag. Red flag. We're under red flag. During red flag conditions, as you see, the drivers are stopped on the track where they are. We're still trying to figure out what's going on with that, so we are under red flag. We have a go-kart on the track. We have a go-kart on the track that don't know what's going on up there, but it's still stopped and stuck on the track. We are about to go to yellow flag, but we are under red flag still at the moment while we're waiting for positioning. We are now at yellow flag. We are now at yellow flag. They got it figured out. The driver is okay. Yellow flag. Green flag, green flag. flag. Yellow flag, I'm not sure for what reason, but there is a yellow flag that's been issued. Oh, yellow flag for minor debris on the track. Yellow flag for minor debris on the track. We're at yellow flag. Green flag. White flag, white flag, we're gonna get the winner. White flag. And a checkered flag, winner, winner, chicken dinner. So in that race, we started off with 4 drivers. 1 driver left the course under green flag conditions. During the remainder 3 that was on the track, we had 2 yellow flags for a minor spin out. We had a yellow flag that was initially what looked like a minor crash, but it turned into a moderate crash. They upgraded to a red flag. All drivers had to stop on the road while they were trying to sort out the situation with the crash. Then the race car driver that was involved in that moderate crash was fine and still continued racing. We then had 1 other yellow flag that was issued during the race as a result of okay, so anyway, after that we had 1 minor yellow flag.
All kids that want foot race, not making your way to the flag stand. Kids that want foot race, not making your way to the flag stand.
Okay, so it looks like there's intermission right now, and they're going to have juice box and they're going to have foot races. After the intermission events that's going on, we will figure out what's going on, and I'll let you know at that point. Let's see. Thank you. I appreciate the camera angle. It's just, this is a backyard track. It's in Hanceville, Alabama, and it's just off of Alabama Highway 91 in Hanceville, Alabama. I know the lighting is not that great, but it is pretty good for a small go-kart track. So thank you very much for that. Well, Carolina and Alabama are pretty similar in the fact that there's a lot of Southern culture, but Alabama and Carolina, but yeah, close enough. I mean, it's still in the Southeast, so I'll give you credit for that. Thank you. Well, I'm not the one who created the track. I just cover, you know, it's the fastest short dirt track in the South, and it's basically just it's a small track. But there's some good quality racing and stuff. And when they get through the main event tonight, which is the Battle of the Clones 3, the 50-lap race I was telling you about, someone's going to walk away with $500 tonight. So, yeah, good stuff. They're about to start what they call the juice box race. Juice box for the little kids. The little kids. I don't know if they have mini bike racing here, but what I would do is go on the 91 Short Track Facebook page and look and see what the rules are regarding that and stuff, and get in touch with the person who's in charge of that. They may have that, they may not. I do not know. But you're welcome to check it, check on that. I do not know offhand if they have that as a option for racing here, but that's okay. I get it. I think it would be a good, honestly, it would be a good track to do some motorcycle racing on. I do get that. It's a very short track, so I see where you're coming from on that. But, it's a really small track. So we're about to get the juice box racing on this one. Juice box is for the really little kids that'll be racing their vehicles, the stuff that plugs into the wall, that kind of stuff. So we're about to have that. And then when the juice box races get done, then we will have foot races with the younger kids. So we're about to start the juice box, and on this one, I don't know how many laps they'll go. But they'll go a certain number of laps around. All right, here we go with the juice box. It looks like there's 2 drivers in this one. Got one stuck right there. There you go. And it looks like they're only doing 1 lap. They're doing 1 lap. All right, looks like we're about to have the foot races now. Looks like they're going to have some more juice box racing. More juice box racing. Here we go. White flag, white flag. 1 more lap to go. Got the winner right here. Let's see if we can't get the winner. And you have the winner. There we go. All right, so now we've got the foot racing to go on. We will have foot racing. Oh, let's get the juice box winner. Alright, there you have the juice box winner now. So next we have is foot racing. Well, I will let them know. I'll let the ones know at the 91 short track you appreciate seeing coverage from their track. I will let them know. So thank you for watching. There's more kids having fun during intermission. Now, we have foot racing, which is fixing to go on. And after the foot racing, there will be a break in action for a little bit. When we go on the break, I'll let you know what's going on with whatever's going on after the foot races are done. In the foot races, they will start at the white line and they will go one full lap around the track. We shall see how that goes. Give me just a moment. There we go. Make it a little bit clearer. All right, we shall. We're doing the foot races now. We are doing foot races now. Foot races, here we go. So it looks like we got the younger ones going to be doing their foot racing. And they're going to start from here.
The 8-year-old come back too. Hey, you 8? Go back to you. Come back here. We'll let y'all stand with them. Little ones up there, y'all come back this way a little bit. Y'all start right here, okay?
Little ones start right here. The older kids start a little further back. And then you got the adults up there. You got the older ones in the front. You got the younger, the middle kids here. You got the young kids here. Now they gotta go. Alrighty, there's your foot races. Thank you for joining me on Sports Live Media for go-kart racing tonight and the foot races and the juice box race. We are at intermission right now. I will resume broadcast of go-karting in a few minutes. In the meantime, if you will, please hit the subscribe button. You can subscribe by going to www.youtube.com, the slash symbol, the at symbol, SPORTSLOV, or you can go in the YouTube search tab and type in Bob Amin. You'll know it's me because I have Sports Love Media burned unto a basketball as my avatar. I'm also on Twitter X, and my handle there is at Bob Amin 16. I will be back in a few minutes for part 2 of the Battle of the Clones 3 racing event. But in the meantime, I'm going to be taking a break. So this stream will be cut, but I will resume here in just a few minutes. Thank you, and stay tuned for part 2.